Howdy strangers, and welcome back to another video. It has been a while since I've seen you all. It's good to be back, good to see you all. Hope you all are doing well, of course. But today, we're going to be talking about the brand new battle rifle, the HK417. If you thought I've been gone for a long time, we haven't had a new battle rifle in over like 6 years. So, shout out to the dev team for finally adding a new battle rifle. I've been asking for this for like a very long time now, like years and years. So, very cool to see that we finally got one. And it's a pretty sick one. It's still not the G3 or the G3A3 or whatever it's called, you know. I hope that's the next one they add, if they add another battle rifle. But this is a very strong start. I'm very happy to see the HK417 added. So, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. So thank you all to the dev team for very much for adding a new battle rifle. I've been wanting this for a long time. I'm glad it's here. Now, I did already take a little quick peek at the stats before joining this, so... Okay, the floating handgun's crazy. I did take a quick peek at the stats beforehand, so I do know a little bit about it. And it is a 4-shot minimum, which is in line with all the other battle rifles. So, you know, that's in character. Okay, wasn't even shooting for a solid second and got a kill. Not gonna question it, and I'll just take it happily. So it is pretty much in line with a lot of the other battle rifles, so it's not too unique damage stat-wise, which I wasn't really expecting it to be. But... it's cool, and that's where a lot of the factors comes in, right? You know, it's an HK. Woo! I do think a bit of the novelty is simply just having a new battle rifle. That's why I've been so excited. I know it's been a while, but, you know, I feel like this is a really good reason to come back. Can I have this goofball get out of my way? Anyways, I know it's a little backwards to come back for a brand new battle rifle and not the literal revolver they added to the game, and maybe I'll make a video on that soon, hopefully, if I stick around long enough and don't disappear for another 3 months or however long I choose. Is the Type 20 new? Have I made a video on that? I don't think I have. Was that added whenever I was gone? I should know this, but I don't. Anyways, very excited to try out the HK417 today and give it a, you know, good whirl and see how well it performs. Now, obviously, like I said, it has been like 3 months or so since I've made a video, so if my commentary is just like really out of it, you know why now, alright? Don't judge me. Also, look at that body shot damage. That's crazy. None of those were headshots, and I still just absolutely laid them out. That is why I love the battle rifles so much, because you don't really have to have good aim. You just gotta put your shots on target, and they'll just crumple immediately anyways. Hitting body shots is like a headshot at that point. Anyways, like I was talking about the time that I left, they just added the zombies game mode. If y'all want me to make a video on zombies and talk about my opinions and stuff like that, I will, but I feel like at this point, since it's been out for so long, I don't think there's really much I could add to the conversation that hasn't already been said. But, if that's something you'll be interested in seeing, please let me know, because, you know, I would maybe make a video on it. But right now, our focus is obviously on the HK417. How many times I'm going to say HK417 in this video? I don't know. Somebody may just have to count for me. Now, I am interested to know what you all think about the HK417 being added to the game. I feel like battle rifles are pretty underappreciated. I don't really see a lot of people talking about them or ever really bring them up, but battle rifles, along with submachine guns / PDWs or whatever, battle rifles are one of my favorite categories or subcategories of firearms that exist. So I think they're really neat. And they definitely deserve a lot more love. So that is a big reason why I'm just like so excited we finally got a new one. But yeah, as you all can see, I have the revolver, so I definitely did play through a lot of zombies. I did all like the quests and stuff like that. So I definitely do have quite a bit of time under the zombies game mode, so I feel like I'm pretty experienced and have enough time into the mode to really talk about what I think and what needs to be changed or what needs to be better, what is, you know, what they did good, what they did bad, yada yada yada. I did play the Christmas event as well, so I got all the Christmas reward items event things. I know, my commentary is great. Like I said, it's been 3 months since I made a video, so if my commentary is pretty whack, you know why. Also, shout out to this guy. This guy's been popping off. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see how to do some work. I would like to get it on a smaller map again, like Office or Favela, but like Coast is working just fine, you know? I do feel like a lot of my kills have not even been headshots. So like, yeah. This gun's so nice though. It feels powerful. It feels strong. Where did I get? Was it that guy who also shot me? Oh, I just aced. Okay, literally. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, yep. I'm a big fan of this gun. This is already becoming like one of my favorite guns in the game. And maybe even my favorite battle rifle. I'll say it. I know. Shocked, stock sound effect, PNG, MP4. Dang, okay. Ooh, that's a guy. So far, I will say, it does hold up pretty well at a range. It's a little bit bouncy recoil. It's not like an absolute laser beam like the M4 is or anything like that, but you are using a battle rifle, so that is to be expected, you know. A full-powered cartridge with automatic fire. You know, you're not expecting that to be the most accurate thing in the world at a range, but it holds up pretty well, I feel. Okay, so far from what I've learned is that the gun actually holds up pretty well at a range, too. It doesn't even have to be a close-range map, but I do feel like it's going to excel pretty well. Oh my gosh. That second kill was the one I didn't get a headshot on. That was body shots on the second guy I killed. That is some damage, man. Yeah, this is very quickly becoming one of my new favorite guns. I absolutely love this. And granted, I love battle rifles as is, so like, you really don't need to convince me very much, but oh, I could have aced again if I got that kill. That would have been crazy to get 2 aces in one game. I just didn't know if he was on high ground or below. Dang it. So close. Oh, don't choke. Okay, cool. 11 and 1. Oh my gosh, this gun's good. Now, I was looking at the stats, and it does seem like there's a weird quirk with it, where its empty reload is 2 seconds, and its partial reload is 2.2 seconds? So technically, its empty reload is faster than its tactical one, which is a little bit interesting, and it's not the only battle rifle in the game that has a similar feature, so it's kind of interesting to see if the HK417 also has it, because I think the Scar H has it as well, where the empty reload is faster than the tactical. Hello. Tricked ya! Broken ankles. So I think the Scar H also shares that similarity, but the FN FAL, its empty reload is a lot longer than its tactical. I think it's like 3 seconds on an empty. I mean, the FAL really punishes you if you do an empty reload with it, which sucks because it does have the fastest reload, or the fastest fire rate. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It has the fastest fire rate out of all the battle rifles. Oh my gosh, I'm the GOAT. There's never been anyone better, quite frankly. I say just camping a box. So yeah, so far I have the highest recommendations for getting the HK417, especially if you're looking for like a new fun gun to try out. This one is not only new, fun, but it's also pretty good. I won't lie. So far I do think this gun's like really balanced though. Like I've really got like no complaints. It feels pretty punchy when it needs to be. It feels pretty, you know, just kind of a general all-rounder. Especially for the battle rifle class, I feel like you kind of needed something like this because Scar H was pretty slow and heavy firing, you know, good damage, just kind of your, you know, your lower recoil because of lower fire rate, and your FN FAL was your faster fire rate, more recoil kind of gun. And this just seems like a pretty perfect all-rounder weapon. A very good battle rifle to get into if you're wanting to try one. So far I have only the highest recommendations. I didn't realize all 3 of these people were alive. I thought they were all dead. So far, yeah, I've got really high recommendations for this gun. I really like it. Granted, I haven't tried it out for PvE, but so far for PvP, this thing is pretty strong. Nobody here? Yep, there is. Okay. There's actually 2 guys. There's 3 guys. Okay, they're all dead. And you want to know why they're all dead? It's because this thing has the stopping power of a horse. I'm curious if the HK417 feels so good because I've been wanting a new battle rifle for so long, or it feels so good because I just haven't played in a while, so everything feels relatively fresh. It could be both, you know? Okay, I was looking the complete wrong direction and still managed to win that. That's crazy. So hard to tell, man. Okay, I somehow still got that kill. Man, this thing just shreds! You don't even have to aim well and it just kills. 7 and 2, alright. Genuinely, a lot of these kills that I've gotten have just been body shots. So, like, I'm not even having to aim really well to get a whole bunch of kills, so... I'm just saying, if you all are looking for, like, a pretty easy weapon to pick up and do well with, this might be it. Anybody gonna come this way? No. Oh, of course they did. Okay. I'm getting headshots because there's just nothing else to hit. They're all just too close. Bang. How much is that? 10 to 3. Alright. Not bad. 10 and 3 is pretty good. Alright, let's see. How many kills do we get? 500. I gotta admit, I'm curious to see how many people are gonna watch this video, and this is the first video they've ever seen of mine. That's gonna be interesting. Alright, cool. I'm gonna pretend like I saw my target ever and just didn't blind fire completely. Alright, yep. Okay, chill, chill. I avenged your ghost, man. You can chill. Oh, his name is Ghost. That's ironic. Oh my god. He's possessed, maybe. Oh, of course, as soon as I look away. No, wait, I can still get it. Ooh! Okay, I was trying to remember for the longest time what it was I wanted to talk about, but I kept slipping my mind, and now I just remembered. I really don't like that the Scar H and the HK417 only have 20 round mags. I want them to have 30. Like, I really want them to have 30. It really disappoints me that they don't. And, like, maybe there's, like, a real-world reason why they don't, but, like, give them 30. The FNFL has 30. We can give the HK417 and the Scar H a 30. It'll be fine. Nothing bad will happen, alright? Balancing, let's just throw it out the window. Who cares, really? I mean, come on. When have you ever met someone who's like, I actually want to make the game less fun? Actually, there's a lot of people like that. Okay, sure, I got that kill. 6 and 3, whatever, cool. Whatever, good enough to end it on. Bye-bye, never see you all. Well, again, maybe. Who knows?